Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, PvP has been out for a couple of days now, and I've been gathering research and doing a bit of testing myself, just so I can put together a video that might be really helpful for you guys. This will be like a PvP guide. We'll be talking about all things PvP related, including loadouts, account reviews, selecting opponents, combat system, win streaks and rewards, spending gems on refresh, the state of PvP, in my opinion, and also we'll be doing some gameplay as well. Alright, so to start off, I'll show you my loadout. So we are on the arena tab here. As you can see, I have two loadouts in defense, which is my highest force team and also my attacking team. So what I do is I place this team, my highest force team, in defense, so essentially it stops people from attacking me. They see this force and then they go, no, I don't want any of that. This is just my standard highest force team. But what I really wanted to cover today was the attacking team, and kind of go through what are the best units, weapons, companions, and also memoirs at the moment. So starting off with A2, my review of her is for PvP she's probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10. She's not bad. She's good, but she's not the best. That's because she doesn't have any basic agility, so it means she's going slower than most other units. Obviously, you can bump her agility up with weapons and other stuff, but she just doesn't get very fast. So I give her a 7 or 8 out of 10. She's obviously max limit broken. Base agility 1000. Now, for the weapons that I've given her main as the light weapon, which were given out from the Nier collab event. It gives defense and attack, but most importantly, the abilities of this weapon are pretty fast cooldown, so 15 seconds, increased agility, and this is 19 seconds, and increases attack. So I'm not really worried about the effects here, I'm just worried about actually getting these abilities off. Because in PvP, you guys have probably realized already, but attack isn't really the biggest problem, like doing damage. If you're where I am now in terms of force and setup, attack isn't the problem. It's really about just going first, because you pretty much get wiped in one hit most of the time. So I've chosen this weapon because it's got relatively low cooldown. You'll see in a second why that's the case. For the other weapons, I've given her the Dark Memory weapons, which come with the most important thing: school cooldown time, 8%, but also attack here, vigor. Same here, more haste, 8.1%, and more attack. And then the book, she's got a fire book, it's maxed out, but this is obviously useless on my team, apart from giving her more damage and defense and HP. But ideally, I'm going to swap this out and give her another book that gives defense, this water book here. So I'll have defense against water types. When it's maxed out, I have up to 20% defense against water, which is what you want, because you're not going to get those companion book effects off most of the time. Like what I'm saying is, you're not going to get the crit bonus from this. By the time the companion book ability goes off, you either killed them all or you're dead. And last but not least, for A2, her memoir set, I've given her the weapon skill cooldown reduction set, 30% for the full thing. I've got attack, crit rate, HP, crit damage. Crit rate, 20%, defense, attack, agility, HP. Oops. And attack, crit rate, HP, defense, crit damage. So you can see she's got very high attack stats from her memoirs, and also from her weapons and stuff. Also, she's got base very high attack. But the thing that I'm focusing on here, and I'm going to explain to you guys, is the weapon skill cooldown. Why did I put this set on her and not the others? It's because I've resigned to the fact that she doesn't have high agility. She's just not going to attack fast. when you're coming up against teams who really have their things, like their team sorted out with right agility, she's never going to go first or even third, because these two go first and second, but she doesn't even go third. The other team will come and attack, and one person will die before she gets off any attacks. Instead, what I've done is I focus her on weapon skill cooldown. So even though she doesn't get her normal attack off in terms of agility, she actually gets her weapon skill attacks off before she attacks normally, which is insane. I'll show you that later in gameplay. So giving her the weapon skill cooldown has, pushed her up to like a 9 out of 10, or it's even almost a 10 out of 10 in terms of PvP prowess. Now next up we have Akeha. She is literally god tier for PvP. She's made for PvP. I don't know how else to say it. Don't worry about the character skill. This doesn't go off in PvP. But look at her passives. She gets 30% agility up for 60 seconds right at the start, which is, in a PvP match lasts for like 10 to 20 seconds. 30% agility from a base is 300, so she automatically gets 1300 agility. Keep that in mind. She gets a high chance to do more chain attacks, which makes her just one-shot any enemies. And then her weapon, again, don't worry too much about the skills. By the time the skill goes off, they're dead anyway. It doesn't matter what effects they do. But max out attack, and more importantly, fleet foot. 20% agility, 6 seconds. This stacks with her character ability, so she's getting 20% of 1000, which is an extra 200. 200 plus 300, she's got 1500 agility just from her character and passive and her weapon passive. I've given her A2's main weapon for more damage and HP. This damage is very good. Obviously 18.7% for 60 seconds, so massive boost for the 60 seconds. HP survivability. My apologies. And then for her last weapon is the other handout, two-handed sword. Again, focusing on the passive, we have more agility up, 9.3%, which is 93 agility, so she's at almost 1600 agility now. And more attack. Companion, she's got the light bear, which gives the whole team 16% more light damage. I'm using a light damage team, so this is critical. And then for her memoirs, we've got the agility set plus 20% at max bonus, so that's an extra 200. She's now at 1800 agility. Attack, defense, HP, crit rate, attack. Crit rate, defense, crit rate, attack, HP. Attack, crit rate, defense, crit damage. So yeah, 1800 agility, doing chain attacks with very high attack as well. She's just one-shotting enemies most of the time before they can even attack, and she's always going first. And then now for 2P, obviously Akeha has a 10 out of 10, probably 11 out of 10 if that's even a thing, but 2P, let's go. She's also a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. She's got very high attack, crit rate and stuff, but also really good stats. Her weapon, light damage increase, so this is very good for my team, my PvP team. More crit. Attack and agility up. More agility and more attack. And then for her companion, she's got the light book, which gives me defense against light damage, 20%. So just to round that off, the best companion setup for a team is to have one companion that gives your team the damage type. So ideally you're running the same damage type, right? So the bear affects all 3 damage types, and then the other 2 companions should be companions that reduce damage against a certain element. So I've got the light damage reduction, and this one, once I max out the water one, I'm going to have water damage reduction. So that gets me sorted for 2 types of teams already. That's ideal. That's the best way you run these. Maximum efficiency, you got good defense and good attack, right? Coming back to memoirs for 2P, so she's got flat 120 agility on top of her agility set. crit damage, defense, more agility, HP. So that's 160 agility from here plus 200. So she's at 1,360 agility right now. Attack, crit, HP, crit, agility, a bit 10 more agility from there, 1,370. And then we have attack, crit rate, attack, crit damage, HP. Now to show you their overall stats. So here's A2, very high attack. This attack, any of her abilities go off with the weapon skill cooldown, they just die in one shot. There's no surviving any of them. Crit damage, don't worry too much about that. You don't need like 80%, 100% crit rate. I don't know why people are so focused on that, because you just do so much damage anyway. If your character's max limit broken and weapons are relatively strong, you just get one shot. See, attack's a bit lower, but it doesn't really make a difference. When she goes first and she's attacking, 2 times before the enemy, they just die. And this level of attack is actually high. It's enough to one-shot people. And 2P, so her agility has skyrocketed up to 1,539. So she goes second in the team. Akaha will attack first, and the 2P will go second. And when she does her chain attacks, she just one-shots as well. Extremely powerful. Alright, so that's pretty much it for my loadout. I wanted to also mention that I've got a Discord channel, so for you guys to join, if you want me to do an account review, if you want me to review your Nier global account, I'd be happy to set up a screen share session, or even for you to share some screenshots or whatever method works. But if you'd like me to review your account, your PvP team, your PvE team, just join my Discord. I'll leave it in the link below. I'm not trying to build like some crazy community. It's more about me just helping people out. But yeah. Apart from that, so next thing we're talking about selecting opponents. What are some of the considerations? Okay. So the state of selecting opponents right now is, as you guys know, it's like a lot of bots in here. So it's very simple. You just select the bot that has the highest rank, or sorry, the lowest in number, but which is the high rank, because you're closer to rank 1, the higher rank they are. If that makes sense. So I would select, in this case, I'd fight this bot called Oriana, and just try to get as much ranking points per win to climb up the ladder. But if you find out that there is a player that you can fight, and they've got like decent force, I think I just wanted to talk about how force in PvP really it means less than it should. I've lost to people with like 85k force. Like it's pretty embarrassing, but it is what it is. There's luck. There's a lot of luck involved, which I'll talk about in a second. But in terms of, yeah, if you see an enemy with a force level that's lower than you, then you're probably in a good place to test out your team, but don't expect to win, because there is a lot of luck involved. If you see a team who has a higher force than you, even though I said it's not a big deal, but it's probably not worth risking it. Just because it takes so long to recover BP at this point, which is your arena stamina, there's no point risking a loss and losing a win streak, and just setting yourself back for, unless you're just in it just for fun, like you don't care about rank, you don't care about the rewards, which we'll talk about in a second. Then by all means, just use it as like limit testing of your team. I still haven't found a team that has higher force than mine yet, even for my like PvP force team. So probably when I get higher up. Alright, next up, I'm going to talk about combat targeting and the luck system and defense settings. So It'll be more clear later on when we do some practice runs, but when you start up the game, and I just put mine on auto, it doesn't really make a difference. But what I do actually do is I select the target, I select the unit that I want to fight, I want to kill out first. So my general rule for targeting is you select the unit that you know you're pretty sure is going to go next, who's going to attack next. So pretty much you eliminate the one that has not attacked yet. Do not, if you're versing a team with a high agility than you, and they're attacking first, like maybe they've got 2P and they've got Akiha and they've attacked, both of them have attacked already, and the A2 has an attack. Do not select the two that have attacked already, because A2 is loading up her attack. You should, if you, after they attack twice, for example, or once, you should select the unit on their team who has low defense and has not attacked yet, and you should kill that unit before they attack. That is the golden rule to winning these. Okay? So I hope that's clear. Attack the one that has not attacked yet, is about to attack and has high attack and low defense. Alright, I said attack a lot of times. I hope that's not too confusing. But apart from that, there's a whole system of luck involved, right? Which is where you attack somebody or you get attacked, and then you have this random chance to counter, where they miss their attack and you actually attack them instead. This system it's just stupid, in my opinion. It completely puts a spin on things. There's no strategy, right? There's no strategy involved, because in a game, in another gacha PvP game like Seven Deadly Sins, for example, if the enemy misses, it's fine because your team doesn't really get wiped in one hit. But in Nier Reincarnation, if you miss once, you've probably lost. If you miss twice, you're like 99% lost, because it just takes one hit to wipe out one unit, 1 or 2 hits, right? So one miss is almost like pretty good chance of losing. 2 misses, you're almost guaranteed to lose. That's how I lost against like force players with like 85k force. There's this one time I fought this guy with 85k. I expected to run all over him. I got dodged twice on both my 2P and Akiha attacks. I just lost. Saw them again, fought them again, exact same thing happened. Two dodges or even 3 dodges, and I lost again. Then I saw them again a 3rd time, and I was like, nah, I've got I have to get my revenge. And I attacked them, and then they didn't dodge a single time, and I just like stomped completely over their team. I didn't take any damage. Yeah, so luck is a thing, and you could be on this big win streak, and then you come up against a player who is lower force than you, and you just get unlucky. You might lose your streak. That's why I'm not at whatever I should be, 150 streak. Next, yeah, we're gonna cover win streak. So as you know, in the early stages of win streaks, I think at 2 you get a HP bonus of like 5%, and then at 4 or 5 you get attack, or I think at 3 you get 5% attack, and then it scales up until like around win streak 12, and then you've got capped out stat bonuses, which is the HP and attack. So anything past a win streak of 12, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the max stat buff you get. This is helpful, but it also means that PvP skill is even less important. Like you just put it on auto. You've got this huge stat boost, unless somebody gets really lucky with their counters. There's not much skill involved, to be honest, which is a bit, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a bit bummed out about it. But I guess that's just the way the game is. I did expect a little bit more from the PvP system, a bit more like skill test, where you can actually make comebacks if you play it properly. But yeah, I'm a little bit, I think, attuned to a game like Seven Deadly Sins, for example. Another thing to talk about is spending gems on refreshes. Obviously, you guys know that it costs 100 gems to refresh your BP. People are doing this now to get to rank 1, which is interesting. I'm just going to tell you guys that there's no point doing this. Not right now, anyway. Because what's going to happen is, even if you spend 100 gems, you spend tons of gems to get to those hot ranks, people are just going to attack you and you're going to come back down. Unless you know your team is god tier. Like, unless you have full confidence that you're going to stay in the top ranks, then you can probably do it, shoot to the top, and even if people attack you, they're gonna lose anyway, and you can just keep attacking and maintain your first position and get some really good rewards. Oh, that's right, we should talk about rewards. By the way, some of these guys up here, these guys are all my friends list. So kudos to you guys, Animus, Boxbox, Nier, Casino. I don't know you, but yeah, good work, guys. In terms of rewards, we've got rewards per fight. This is what this first tab is, rewards per fight. So at this rank, once you've hit this amount of arena points, I'm getting 9 extra large weapon enhancement materials and 15 large ones, and 2 arena coins each. These arena coins don't get any better. So the break point is here. Once you pass 34,000, you start getting 2 per win instead of 1. So you do want to pass this point at least, 34,000 arena points, just so you're getting more coins per win. And then by the time you get to the max rank, or the max like echelon, the highest tier, you get actually a fair bit of enhancement materials, to be honest, considering it's free. But yeah, arena coins, so you get 2 each. If you're looking to get a Zenith cube, it's 1,200, I believe. You need to win 600 fights. 600 fights divided by 10, because you get 10 fights every time you wake up, for example, is 60 days. Or if you're maxing out, if you're playing PvP as much as you can, each day, say you manage to do 20 fights a day. All right, let's just give it a low number. Okay, it'll take you 30 days to get a Zenith cube from doing these. Just from doing normal fights. So it is worth it. Like, just do it. And just fight the bots, guys. If you're not in it for like the top position, fight the bots, get your coins, get yourself some rewards. Now for the weekly rewards, if you finish in the top echelon again, the top rank, you get 1 medium BP recovery, which gives you 50% of your max BP, which is 5 battles. And you get 2 large ones, which gives you, 10 battles each, so that's 20 battles, 25 battles, and 200 arena coins. These pots here are just so meager. I don't know why they hold back so much on these rewards here, on a weekly reward. I was expecting like gems and stuff, and far more pots than this. Even if they're trying to keep, the number of fights low or force people to use gems on fights, at least give us gems. You know what I mean? So this is quite stingy of them, in my personal opinion. But the 200 arena coins is nice. That will, get you closer to your Zenith cube or whatever you're trying to get a bit earlier. Getting into the top tier rank doesn't mean you have to be like top 100 rank. That's not what it means. It just means you need more arena points. That's all it is. Like, just by fighting, you get more arena points. If you lose arena points. It doesn't have anything to do with your actual rank. Obviously, there is some relationship between the two, but once everybody plays a lot more and all the bots fall to the bottom, the ranking arena points will settle down a little bit more. But do try to aim for the top spot just for, more coins. And again, that just means fighting bots, really, until you're not able to. Ranking rewards for end of season, which is your monthly reward. This ends at the end of September. I think the 26th of September or 27th. You can check that on the notices board. But yeah, rank 1 gets substantial loot, obviously. It takes a lot to be rank 1. It takes a lot of gems to be at this point. There's no other way to say it. It just costs gems to be at this point. Just because we don't get enough fights per day. Originally, before it dropped, I thought, 100 BP. I thought each fight would be like 1 BP or 5 BP or something per fight. But for it to cost 10 BP per fight is incredibly unsatisfying, because each fight takes about 10 to 15 seconds, 10 to 20 seconds, depending on how things go. But to blow all your stamina, your PvP stamina, in less than 2 minutes or so, it's really not that enjoyable. It really is just a race of how much gems can you spend to maintain this top spot. But I digress. We get 10% premium summon tickets, which is 1 multi. We got 2 times 10, that's 3 multis, that's 9,000 gems. We got 3 3-star plus tickets. We have 1 4-star ticket, and we have 1,000 coins, which gets you very close. With one weekly reward, gets you a Zenith cube immediately. So this top tier rank 1 rewards is probably worth about like gem value. Let's say this is worth 1 multi. This is 3 multis here. That's 4 multis. You know, 1,200. I mean 12,000 plus this plus this. This is probably worth around at least 13 to 15,000 gems in value. Alright, so it is worth it. If you're spending more than 15, I'm gonna give it a hard threshold. If you're spending more than 15,000 gems to get rank 1 position, you've lost out. You've paid more than you gained. Alright. And there's no point of pride to rank 1 as well in this game, because it's not a skill thing. It's really just about how much gems can you spend. So if you're spending more than 15,000 gems, guys, I'm gonna say it, you're losing more than you're gaining, right? So please keep that in mind. I know there is something cool about posting on Facebook or your social media that you've hit rank 1, but man, the rank 1 keeps changing every day. You rank 1 yesterday, but now you're not, and you're just gonna have to keep spending gems to keep that position. I don't recommend it, guys. Sorry, I'm just gonna be frank. All right. I've already pretty much covered the next point, the state of PvP, which we have these extremely long loading screens, very fast finishing times, BF recovery is very slow. I'm gonna give a score of PvP in this game. I'm gonna give it a straight up 2 out of 10. That could be shocking to some of you guys, but probably a lot of you agree. The PvP in this game is a solid 2 out of 10. I could give it a 1, but the rewards are decent, and there is some fun. It is free to fight. You get these, recover BP. So it is free, so it's not complete like shite. But I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10. Happy for you guys to disagree with me. Maybe drop a comment below. Let me know why you think it deserves a higher score. I may revise my scoring system. Maybe if they bring some changes out in the future, then yeah. I think mainly the rewards, but also the combat system. Alright, let's do some battles. So, just before we quickly go into a battle, I'm going to say the best memoir set does not exist yet, but the best memoir set that Square Enix could introduce into the game that would by far trump your agility sets or your weapon skill cooldown sets is a counter rate increase set. So if it gives you a chance for a higher rate of counter, that would easily be the best memoir set, because if you've got like a 20% increased chance or more to counter when they attack, you don't need to attack first. You just let them attack, you counter, and then you do your attack. No matter how slow your agility is, you'll kill them. But yeah, that's another point to the state of PvP, just how influential counters are, which is not skill related at all. It's completely luck. All right, so let's do battle. This first battle is going to be boring. Let's hope we can get some actual players today. I'm sorry if it takes a little while to load up. The emulator is not very fast compared to my phone, but also the fights might be a little bit laggy.
I'll grind them into dust.
Yeah, that's really laggy. I'm not sure why. I might actually cut this out from the video. It's almost unbearable. I've got a good computer, but I'm not sure why it lags so much on my emulator. I may keep this in actually. I just want to see if I can find a player fight just to show you guys how my team is actually performing. I don't want to just talk about it and not actually show something. More bots. Lovely. Alright guys, that's probably it for this video. I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna take out these fights just because it's so laggy and they're all bots. I might have to do a separate video later on with just fights. I probably have to record off my phone or something, or figure out a way to speed up the emulator. But yeah, thanks for tuning in guys, and I hope this video was helpful. I did take some time to get this information together. But yeah, good luck. I'll see you in the arena and take care.